Hi everyone, it's Mari here for Honeybee Stamps. I'm going to be creating this sweet card for you today using the gorgeous Lovely Layers Party Hat die set. This die set does have a coordinating stencil that works really well with the party hat. I'm going to be using this stencil today with the Simon Hurley Lunar Paste, and these are the neons. I'm starting off with the green, which is called Dart Frog. This is a really fun paste. If you've never worked with the Lunar Paste before, they are fantastic. They dry really nicely. They just have a beautiful color, and these neons are just so much fun. So this party hat stencil gives you the opportunity to put 4 different patterns on your party hats, which include stars. I'm going to be using the No Chill color of the neon lunar paste here for the dots. So you could also create a dot pattern on your party hats. Then there's also a color of yellow lunar paste called Yellow Jacket in the neons. And here you can just see I'm going to use that with this pattern for my party hat. Just gorgeous. And then lastly is the Hot Mess color. There are more of these neon pastes, but there are only 4 patterns on the party hat stencil. So I'm only choosing 4 of the different colors here. So this is just a really fun pattern as well. Now I'll set those all aside to dry. I am only going to use one of the party hats today on my project, but I will put the rest of those away for another project. This is one of the patterned paper pads from the Celebrate collection. It's called Let's Party. It is fantastic. I'm going to use some of these pattern papers with that Lovely Layers Party Hat die set to trim out some of the different little embellishments for our party hat today. So you can see I chose kind of a green color and that yellow honeycomb. This is just a teal solid colored cardstock from my stash. And then lastly, I'm going to use this rainbow dot paper from that paper pad to die cut out this last piece here. And I'll just show you here. This one's kind of almost like a little confetti or something like that. Really pretty. I'll run all of those through my die cutting machine, and that's going to give me these really sweet little embellishments for the hat. So you'll just watch me here now go ahead and layer these together. And I'm just going to use a little bit of adhesive on each one of these different layers and add those together. So there's that yellow on top of the green, and these are all just kind of offset so that when you do layer them up, they just look super cute. So I'm going to add the teal on as the next layer here. And then lastly, that final layer will just be those single little pieces that you can layer on top of this. And this does just look like a little layer of pom-poms that are perfect for embellishing your party hat. So this die set is really fun. You can also put a kind of almost like a more solid pom-pom you can die cut for your party hat as well, and so on. So there is a layering guide that comes with this die set that will help you. It's super easy to use. So now I've got that all ready to go. And now I'm going to use this die from the Lovely Layers Party Hat die set. And what I can do here is create these 2 little tabs on the back of my little hat. And that's just going to kind of make my little hat pop up. Now, this is totally optional. You would not have to add this to the back. But if you do want to create a little bit of dimension with your party hat on your project, you can definitely add these 2 little tabs on either side of the hat. And then that will definitely pop your hat up on your project, which is really fun. So I'm just going to glue those into place on those side positions there. And then I can start to add my little embellishments onto my hat. So you can see that other little pom-pom there that I created with 3 of the other dies, 3 or 4 of the other layering dies in that Lovely Layer set for the pom-pom for the top of the hat. So I'm just going to go ahead and press that into place, and I'll do the same thing with that pom-pom for the top of the hat. And that is going to finish off the hat. And I love that solar paste. It gives just that really fun textured pattern on that hat. So it looks really cute, and that bright yellow coordinates so nicely with the pattern papers that I've chosen there. You can just see that I'm just ruffling up those edges. Now this die set is called the Lovely Layouts party, and the Lovely Layouts party set includes this rectangle die. So I'm going to be using this rectangle die with this gorgeous balloon pattern paper from the Let's Party paper pad, and that is going to be my card front here. So I've die cut that out now. I've also used the scallop A2 frames and some white cardstock to create a little focal point for the front of my card for my hat, and I'm going to start to assemble these different pieces now. So I'll just take a little bit of liquid adhesive and run that onto the back of my card front here. My card base is just a white A2 top folding card base. So I'll just glue this into place and get that positioned nicely, give that a really good press. And then I'll go ahead and add that white scalloped rectangle to the front. And I do believe I popped that up with a little bit of foam adhesive as well, just to give that a little bit more dimension on that balloon background. But I love those rainbow balloons. I think they're absolutely adorable. I think that might be my favorite pattern paper from that pad. This sentiment set is called You're So Extra. It has fantastic sentiments. I love the font. It's a really, really good one. I'm going to use the Hooray sentiment. And then, of course, there's a coordinating die set as well with that set, which is perfect. So I'm just going to go ahead and get that stamped out using my MISTI and some black ink. And I'll go ahead and get that all ready to go. And I'll use the coordinating die to die cut that out. I was at a crop teaching this past weekend and labeled my MISTI, so that is why you see my name on the front of my MISTI. So there you can just see Hooray, and I'm going to die cut that. I love that there's coordinating dies. It's fantastic. Just putting a little bit of double-sided tape on the back of those little pop-up tabs on the back of my hat. I'll go ahead and take the release paper off the back there using my Honey Bee Craft pick here. And then I'll go ahead and add that on to that little focal point, which is, of course, that scalloped rectangle on the front of the card. So I'll just give that a good press, and you can see how nice and dimensional that's going to be on the front of the card. All those different little pieces that are just the perfect embellishments. Now, this is the Let's Party gem stickers from this most recent release. I'm going to use the medium-sized gems for each one of the centers of those little pom-poms there in pink, and just to bring that little bit of pink into my hat as well. And just love those. I love how those finish off the little party hat. I think that they are super, super cute. Now, when I was looking at where I wanted to put my sentiment for my card, I decided to put it on the inside. And so to finish off my card, I've got that little Hooray sentiment on the inside. Friends, I have linked up to the products I've used in the description box below. Make sure you check those out. Have an amazing day, and I'll see you again next Friday. Bye-bye.